Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hugues Baudouin-Dumouchel. I have the distinct pleasure of being your Master of Ceremony this evening. It is truly an honor to be part of this special evening once again, having served as your Master of Ceremony for all 13 Order of Ottawa investiture ceremonies. Bonsoir mesdames, messieurs, je m'appelle Hugues Baudouin-Dumouchel. Sur une note plus personnelle, je dois dire qu'à titre de maître de cérémonie, c'est toujours une de mes soirées préférées de l'année, car nous sommes réunis ce soir pour souligner l'excellence d'Ottawa en remerciant quelques résidents de leur contribution hors du commun à notre belle ville. I now invite those who can to please stand for the arrival of the official party and to remain standing until the departure of the color party. Je vous invite à vous lever, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mayor of the City of Ottawa, Elder Claudette Commanda, the recipients of the Order of Ottawa, and the recipient of the Brian Kilroy Award for Excellence in Coaching. Please be seated. Je vous invite à vous asseoir. As we begin today's ceremony, I wish to acknowledge that Ottawa is built on unceded Algonquin Anishinaabe territory. The peoples of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation have lived on this territory for millennia. Their culture and presence have nurtured and continue to nurture this land. The City of Ottawa honors the peoples and land of the Algonquin Anishinaabe Nation. The city honors all First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples and their valuable past and present contributions to this land. Il est important de souligner que la ville d'Ottawa est située sur un territoire non cédé de la nation algonquine Anishinaabe. Les peuples de la nation algonquine Anishinaabe vivent en ces lieux depuis des millénaires. Leur culture et leur présence l'ont imprégné et l'imprègnent encore. La ville d'Ottawa rend hommage au peuple et au territoire de la nation algonquine Anishinaabe. La ville rend aussi hommage à toutes les Premières Nations, les Inuits et les Métis, et leurs précieuses contributions passées et présentes à cette terre. It is now my distinct honor to introduce Elder Claudette Commanda, who will deliver this evening's territorial welcome. Claudette Commanda is an Algonquin Anishinaabe from Kitigan-Zibi Anishinaabeg First Nation. Elder Commanda has dedicated the last 35 years to promoting First Nations people, history, culture, and rights in various capacities. As a University of Ottawa student, professor, member and chair of the Aboriginal Education Council, and via public speaking engagements. Claudette Commanda est une Algonquine Anishinaabe de la Première Nation Kitigan-Zibi Anishinaabeg. Madame Commanda se consacre depuis 35 ans, d'abord comme étudiante de l'université, puis à titre de professeure, de membre et présidente du Conseil de l'éducation autochtone, ainsi que dans le cadre de conférences publiques, à la défense des peuples et des droits des Premières Nations, de même qu'à la promotion de leur histoire et de leur culture. Aînée Commanda.
Good evening, Your Worship, Council members of the City of Ottawa, honorable recipients of the Order of Ottawa, to the elders, distinguished guests. Kanimich Kijigun Kinuni Disnikaz, Kitagan Zibi Donjaban. Bienvenue à tous et toutes. Bienvenue ici à le territoire non cédé de la nation algonquine. Pijaji koma Anishinaabe ki o mama weniniwag. I'm always honored and proud to welcome beautiful people to this beautiful homeland of the Algonquin people. And on behalf of our nation, we welcome you. It is said in our ways of knowing and our ways of being and doing, a responsibility that we have as we welcome visitors into our home. And when we welcome visitors into our home, we give a blessing. That first blessing is to invite you into our home, be comfortable. We say, Daspin again, Namadabi, Giwiwisinen, Kiniminekwe. Would you like something to eat? Would you like something to drink? We want to make sure you're comfortable in our home because we greet you with kindness and with love and friendship. I do not have food or coffee or tea to offer you at this moment, but I will offer you words of a blessing, because the next blessing that we give to those that come into our home, to ensure that you return home safely, to always have that good health in mind, in heart and spirit and physical, and to ensure that you return home safely and we see one another again. We come together in that great circle. Nichkiwe dug, nibuk sendam onje, kakina nongo mashishwabang, mashkawi ziwin, minupamadzwin, ashishzagiyeduin. The greeting or the blessing that I give you is that each and every one of you beautiful people and your families, we're here to celebrate in friendship and peace and love. And when the ceremony is over, we return home. You will return home safely to your families. Good health to be blessed upon you by our Creator. Good health to you and your families. Strength. And to give thanks for the beauty of life. And also to thank the Creator for that great gift of love. I love you all. Take good care. And I know we will come together, and I thank you. And as I welcome you into the homeland of the Algonquin people. Miigwech. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Aînée Commanda, pour cet accueil inspirant. Thank you. This evening, we pay tribute to 15 men and women who will be inducted into the Order of Ottawa. We will also honor an individual who has dedicated countless hours to amateur coaching. The task of selecting tonight's honorees was not an easy one. However, through a process of careful review and evaluation, the Order of Ottawa Selection Committee came to the unanimous decision of awarding the Order of Ottawa to these highly accomplished and deserving citizens, as well as this year's recipient of the Brian Kilray Award of Excellence in Coaching. Unfortunately, Mr. Kilray couldn't be here tonight. He sends his regrets. Alors, Monsieur Kilray regrette de ne pouvoir être des nôtres ce soir, mais il a déjà hâte à l'an prochain. At this time, I now have the pleasure to invite His Worship, Mark Sutcliffe, Mayor of the City of Ottawa, to come forward to deliver remarks. Monsieur le Maire.
Merci, Hugues. Thank you. And good evening, everyone. My colleagues on Ottawa City Council will know that I don't normally wear this jewelry, but tonight is a very special occasion. So I decided to wear the chain of office because this truly is a great evening for our city, a really special evening. C'est une grande soirée pour Ottawa. It's a chance for us to honor some truly extraordinary people, some real heroes in our community who have done amazing work, who have enriched the lives of so many people in so many ways. I feel very, very grateful and honored and fortunate to be here this evening to honor these incredible Ottawa residents. Merci à tous d'être venus ce soir pour rendre hommage à ceux qui ont enrichi la vie de tant de personnes dans notre belle ville. My thanks to Elder Claudette Commanda for opening tonight's ceremony with those very thoughtful words. And Claudette, we love you too, truly. And I want to recognize my colleagues from Ottawa City Council who are in attendance tonight. I believe Chief Dylan Whiteduck is here as well from the Kitigan-Zibi Anishinaabe First Nation. Welcome to you. There are members of the city's management team who are here tonight as well. There are past recipients of the Order of Ottawa. Congratulations again to all of you. And unfortunately, Brian Kilray, as Hugues mentioned, could not be with us tonight, but he is truly a legend, and we will celebrate with him another time. One of my greatest heroes, Jackie Robinson, once said, "The measure of a life is not what that life accomplishes, but rather the impact that life has on others." Tonight, we are recognizing the impact of 15 incredible Ottawa residents who have had an extraordinary effect on the lives of Ottawa residents and who have shaped this city for the better. And in addition to that, we are honoring the Brian Kilray Award for Excellence in Coaching recipient. There's a quote that is attributed to Plato: "The city is what it is because our citizens are what they are." And you, each of you, is amazing. Each of you has been a leader in your respective field, a trailblazer in our community, and a mentor to colleagues and friends. Together, you have built a better and stronger city to hand to future generations. Je ne pourrai jamais vous remercier assez pour les services que vous avez rendus à cette ville. Vous avez amélioré la qualité de vie de vos voisins, collègues, et amis. Tonight, you will be joining some of Ottawa's most distinguished and accomplished residents who have led and served this city. Veuillez vous joindre à moi pour féliciter ces récipiendaires de l'Ordre d'Ottawa de ce soir. So please join me in congratulating tonight's recipients of the Order of Ottawa. There's more about them in the programs, and you're going to hear about each of them as they're introduced tonight, but I wanted to cite a few examples of the extraordinary work that this group of people has done. Richard Brisbane, you have helped shape and build this city, truly, leaving your signature design and architecture work on some of Ottawa's most iconic and admired buildings, including the Shaw Centre, the Rideau Centre, and the Confederation Line stations. Dr. Christopher Carruthers, you have been a leader and mentor to so many of our best and brightest medical professionals. Your goal of leaving a place in better shape than how you found it has been felt by many throughout this city. Michael Crockett, you have guided Ottawa's tourism sector truly through some of its most difficult days, through the height of the pandemic, You were one of Ottawa's biggest boosters, and you continue to be so. You have helped put Ottawa on the top of so many people's must-travel-to cities. Dr. Robert Cushman, you have always put the health of the community at the heart of your work. You have been instrumental in giving all generations of Ottawa residents a safe and healthy community. Your work and advocacy in bringing forward smoke-free legislation in public places has saved so many lives and has improved the quality of life for everyone in our community. John Ferguson, you embody caring about your local community as a small business owner to one of Wellington West's most recognized stores and a leader in supporting the efforts of combating food insecurity in Ottawa. You have shown the importance and impact of being an active leader in your community. Deirdre Freeheit, you have done so much over so many years to help our most vulnerable residents. You've helped them find a place to call home and to restart their lives with dignity and care. Your passion for building a healthier and inclusive city is truly remarkable. Sharon Chingwei Khan. Sharon, you have helped make this city a more vibrant and a more welcoming place, a city that cares for its newest residents, some of them who have come here with nothing but the clothes on their back. You have made them feel welcome and supported, and you've inspired so many across Ottawa to do the same. Sam Laprade, you have made it your life's work to recognize, highlight, and elevate the work of some of our most dedicated and deserving charities. You've helped raise millions of dollars for good causes throughout Ottawa, and you've helped give a voice to organizations and causes that have often struggled to break through. André Lévesque, vous avez servi cette ville et notre pays avec fierté et dévouement. Votre travail pour honorer ceux qui ont servi notre nation au combat a permis de garantir que nous n'oublierons jamais ceux qui ont fait le sacrifice ultime pour cette nation. Anne Merklinger, you have inspired and led some of our most distinguished and brightest athletes. You've helped remove barriers and create an environment that allows for the growth and success of amateur athletes across Canada to compete at the highest levels around the world. Joan Milkson, you have opened the eyes and ears of young Ottawa residents to the joy and power of classical music. You have performed on some of the world's largest stages and inspired and taught countless future performers to pick up an instrument to learn and experience firsthand the remarkable impact of music. Mark Palmer, you have been a champion for the differently abled in our community. Your commitment and dedication to making our city an equitable place that is accepting and welcoming has enabled so many of our residents with developmental challenges to lead full, happy, and independent lives. Solange Tuyashimi Keita. Solange, you have given a voice to those who often feel they don't have one. You've inspired and advocated for women's rights and empowerment around the world, not just here in Ottawa. Your ability to find positives and hope in some of the most difficult times should serve as inspiration to all of us. Marianne Wilkinson, you are a force. You have shown the power and importance of municipal government. You have helped build this city into what it is today. You have left an indelible mark in all corners of Ottawa. But most importantly, you have inspired women to serve their community in leadership positions. And I know many of my council colleagues are serving because of the work you did in overcoming barriers and opening the doors of elected office to those who thought it might not be possible. Janet Young, you've given us a window into the earliest days of Bytown and Ottawa when we were just a small community with so much potential. You've allowed us to be able to properly pay our respects and honor those who were once forgotten, but have played a pivotal role in shaping not just this city, but our nation as well. And to the recipient of this year's Brian Kilray Award, Ray Martel, for over 30 years, Ray, you have committed yourself to caring, coaching, and mentoring young athletes from across Ottawa. Vous avez entraîné certains de nos talents les plus prometteurs en matière de soccer, dont beaucoup ont ensuite représenté notre pays sur la scène internationale. Vous avez inculqué une culture de respect, du professionnalisme, de la camaraderie et du plaisir du jeu à tant de nos jeunes athlètes. Ce sont des compétences et des idéaux qu'ils conserveront toute leur vie. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't this a remarkable group of individuals? Aren't we lucky to live in a city that has this kind of leadership? Aren't we fortunate that they chose to make their impact right here in Ottawa? Thank you again, and congratulations to each and every one of you. I know many of you have family and friends here tonight, and I wanted to take a moment to thank them, to thank all of you for everything you have done to support these remarkable individuals. Nous ne serions pas ici ce soir en train de célébrer s'ils n'avaient pas été là pour vous soutenir à chaque étape. Thank you for being here for them tonight and throughout their lives. I also want to thank the members of our selection committee, our Chief of Protocol, Arnold McLean, and his staff for their work in making this ceremony truly a fitting tribute to these incredible individuals. À tous les récipiendaires, je tiens à dire merci et félicitations. Je vous souhaite une soirée vraiment mémorable. On behalf of my colleagues on City Council and on behalf of the people of Ottawa, I extend my sincere congratulations to each and every one of our recipients tonight. But most of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for working hard every day. Thank you for contributing so much to our city, to Team Ottawa. Thank you for making the extra effort, for putting in the extra time, for innovating, for collaborating, for imagining a better future, for leading, for listening, for inspiring, for teaching and mentoring, for caring enough to make a difference. I am truly inspired by each and every one of you. We are the city we are because you are the people you are. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. We will now begin the presentation ceremony. To begin each presentation, I will read a brief biography for each recipient. A longer, more detailed biography can be found in this evening's program. Pour commencer chaque présentation, vous verrez que je lirai une brève biographie de chaque récipiendaire. Une biographie plus exhaustive peut être consultée dans le programme de cette soirée. Once the biography has been read, the recipient and their respective ward councillor will come forward to receive their insignia, signed official registry of the Order of Ottawa, and receive their certificate. Some councillors were unfortunately unavailable to join us this evening, but they graciously extend their most sincere congratulations to all recipients. Assisting Mayor Sutcliffe will be his aide-de-camp, Lieutenant Horn of the Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa, Duke of Edinburgh Zone. Recipients will be called in alphabetical order. Les récipiendaires seront appelés dans l'ordre alphabétique. Alors sans plus attendre, without further delay, it is with great pleasure that I introduce the first recipient, Mr. Richard Brisbane. Richard Brisbane is an award-winning architect whose design work can be found in nearly every corner of our city, from the iconic Forum of the Shaw Convention Centre to the Ottawa International Airport, from the Confederation Line stations to the Royal Ottawa Hospital. Mr. Brisbane's designs are diverse, they are distinct, and they have transformed the skyline of Ottawa. Depuis 35 ans, M. Brisbane consacre ses talents à la conception de bâtiments publics attrayants et intuitifs qui font de notre ville un endroit plus agréable et plus moderne. Richard Brisbane, accompanied by his ward councillor, Jeff Leeper. Congratulations, Mr. Brisbane. Our next honoree is Dr. Christopher Carruthers. Dr. Carruthers practiced orthopedic surgery for 35 years at the Ottawa Hospital, receiving numerous awards as an innovative surgeon and medical professional. Au début de sa carrière, il s'est intéressé de près à l'administration et à la gouvernance des hôpitaux et a occupé le poste de chef du personnel à l'hôpital d'Ottawa de 1998 à 2008 et auparavant à l'hôpital civic d'Ottawa de 1986 à 1991. Actively involved in his profession and in the community, Dr. Carruthers has served as chair or director of 27 boards. He leaves a legacy of creating a better place for those serviced and those who follow in his place. Dr. Carruthers. Congratulations, Dr. Carruthers. Our next recipient is Michael Crockett. Michael Crockett is the President and CEO of Ottawa Tourism, leading initiatives to attract visitors to Canada's capital and making investments in the long-term stewardship and development of this destination. Michael also spent nearly a decade as an executive with the Ottawa International Airport Authority. Mr. Crockett actively supports his community, serving as chair or board member on broader social initiatives and the business and tourism industry, both locally and nationally. Il soutient activement sa communauté à titre de président ou sinon membre du conseil d'administration d'initiatives sociales de plus grande envergure, ainsi que l'industrie du commerce et du tourisme, tant à l'échelle locale que nationale. Michael Crockett, accompanied by his ward councillor, David Hill. Congratulations, Mr. Crockett. Our next honoree is Dr. Robert Cushman. Dr. Robert Cushman's career spanned public health, healthcare administration, clinical medicine, and public policy in the Ottawa region for over 25 years. As Ottawa's medical officer of health from 1996 to 2005, he advocated for legislation in favor of several public health initiatives, including smoke-free public places, bicycle helmet laws, and youth smoking cessation programs. Il a par la suite été président directeur général du réseau local d'intégration des services de santé de Champlain, au sein duquel il a travaillé d'arrache-pied à la réduction des temps d'attente pour les chirurgies et l'établissement des diagnostics, à l'élargissement des programmes de traitement des dépendances et à l'amélioration des soins aux personnes âgées. Dr. Cushman. Congratulations, Dr. Cushman. Our next recipient is John Ferguson. Marking his 35th anniversary with Giant Tiger Stores Limited, serving almost entirely as owner and manager of the Wellington Street West location, John Ferguson exhibits outstanding leadership as an executive and community leader. Charitable, M. Ferguson s'est engagé à faire le plus grand bien possible au plus grand nombre de personnes dans sa communauté. Il promeut, entre autres, la sécurité alimentaire, la santé physique et mentale, ainsi que l'autonomisation et le soutien des jeunes. He served for many years as a board member with the Rockcliffe Flying Club, the Civil Air Search and Rescue Association for the Ottawa area, and the Wellington West BIA, including 7 years as chair. Mr. Ferguson, accompanied by his ward councillor, Tim Tierney. Congratulations, Mr. Ferguson. Our next honoree is Deirdre Freiheit. Deirdre Freiheit is a certified leadership and executive coach who spent over 30 years in the nonprofit sector. From 2014 to June of this year, she served as CEO of the Shepherds of Good Hope, transitioning the organization from a largely shelter-based organization to one of our community's biggest supportive housing providers. An advocate for community commitment to increasing affordable and supportive housing in Ottawa, Ms. Freiheit is currently a member of the Board of Directors of Matthew House and served on the Boards of Directors of Ottawa Inner City Health and the Alliance to End Homelessness Ottawa. Militante pour l'engagement communautaire en faveur de l'augmentation du nombre de logements abordables avec services de soutien à Ottawa, Mme Freiheit est présentement membre du conseil d'administration de l'organisme Matthew House. Elle a autrefois siégé au conseil d'administration d'Ottawa Inner City Health et de l'Alliance pour mettre un terme à l'itinérance d'Ottawa. Ms. Freiheit. Congratulations, Ms. Freiheit. Our next recipient is Ms. Sharon Chingwei Ken. Ms. Ken has been the Executive Director of the Ottawa Chinese Community Service Center, the OCCSC, since 2006, securing funding and expanding the center from near closure to over 50 employees and a new office in downtown Ottawa. For more than 2 decades, the OCCSC has provided exceptional support for all new immigrants and refugees, including settlement, integration, employment support, community programs, language training, and pre-arrival services, helping over 6,000 people from over 130 countries. Mme Ken a consacré sa carrière à l'éducation et la sensibilisation de la population relativement à l'histoire et la culture chinoise. De plus, elle soutient toujours activement les nouveaux immigrants et les réfugiés et fait la promotion du multiculturalisme et de l'inclusivité au sein de la communauté d'Ottawa. Ms. Ken, accompanied by her ward councillor, Theresa Kavanagh. Congratulations, Ms. Ken. Our next honoree is Sam Laprade. Ms. Laprade is an award-winning broadcaster and certified fundraising executive and creator and former host of a radio show highlighting philanthropy called An Hour to Give. She was the host of the Sam Laprade Show, which focused on local issues and writes a monthly column for the Ottawa Business Journal entitled Philanthropy in Ottawa. Durant ses 30 années de carrière, elle a travaillé pour divers organismes sans but lucratif. She has organized and attended countless special events in the city, including telethons, galas, and golf tournaments in support of local charities. Ms. Laprade. Congratulations, Ms. Laprade. Le prochain récipiendaire, M. André Lévesque. André Lévesque is an expert in recognition, history, and heritage. Il a servi dans la force de réserve des Forces armées canadiennes pendant 35 ans avant de prendre sa retraite en 2008 au grade de lieutenant-colonel. Après avoir travaillé dans le domaine du développement économique pour la ville d'Ottawa, il est entré dans la fonction publique au ministère de la Défense nationale et a été nommé directeur, distinction honorifique et reconnaissance pour les membres des Forces armées canadiennes. His career and community and not-for-profit endeavors, notably as Chancellor of the Order of St. John for Canada and Chief Historian for Beechwood Cemetery, underscore his commitment to honoring the past and shaping the future of Ottawa. Monsieur André Lévesque, accompagné de son conseiller municipal, Ralston King. Félicitations, Monsieur Lévesque. Our next honoree is Anne Merklinger. An elite athlete for most of her life, Anne Merklinger was a member of Canada's national swim team from 1977 to 1981 and won a silver medal at the 1979 World University Games in the 200-meter breaststroke category. After a distinguished swimming career, Ms. Merklinger focused on curling and won the Ontario Women's Curling Championships in 1993, 1994, 1998, and 2000. She twice led her team to the Scott Tournament of Hearts final in 1998 and 2000. Madame Merklinger est une leader passionnée et inspirante qui cumule plus de 35 années d'expérience en gestion d'organismes nationaux de sport. She is currently CEO of Own the Podium and is arguably one of the best known and most respected sports administrators in Canada. Ms. Merklinger. Congratulations, Ms. Merklinger. Our next honoree is Joan Milkson. Joan Milkson trained at the Juilliard School in New York, where she received her Bachelor of Science and Master of Science degrees. She is the former assistant concertmaster and a founding member as a violinist, National Art Center Orchestra, now retired after 39 years. As founder of the NAC Musicians in the Schools String Quintet, she and her ensemble have performed in numerous events in Ottawa schools and toured with the NAC Orchestra across Canada, Europe, Israel, the United States, and Mexico. Madame Milkson est la fondatrice et la présidente de la Young String Performers Foundation à Ottawa, un projet qui la passionne depuis plus de 20 ans et qui soutient et influence considérablement le perfectionnement et la vie de nombreux jeunes musiciens doués de la région de la capitale nationale. Ms. Milkson, accompanied by her ward councillor, Ariel Troster. I agree. Congratulations, Ms. Milkson. Our next honoree is Mark Palmer. Mark Palmer is the retired executive director of Tamir, an organization dedicated to assisting people with developmental and other disabilities, promoting independence, personal growth, and community inclusion within a framework of Jewish culture and values. He has been championing developmentally disabled Ottawa individuals for 30 years and remains committed to growing an equitable city, creatively and innovatively, encouraging full integration into the Jewish community and the community at large. Mark Palmer s'implique comme bénévole dans un certain nombre d'organismes communautaires, notamment Temple Israel Ottawa et Israel Connect. Mr. Palmer, accompanied by his ward councillor, Lane Johnson. Congratulations, Mr. Palmer. Our next honoree is Solange Tuyishime Keita. Solange Tuyishime Keita currently serves as the president and CEO of Elevate International. She's the co-founder of Nayla's Legacy and is a UNICEF Canada ambassador and ambassador for the United Nations Children's Fund. En tant que conférencière internationale, Mme Tuyishime Keita inspire les dirigeants à adopter une approche axée sur la personne, l'équité et l'inclusion, qui promeut le leadership et l'autonomisation économique chez les femmes. Mme Tuyishime Keita continue de rencontrer et de soutenir de jeunes filles courageuses et inspirantes dans le monde entier. Ms. Tuishi Miketa, accompanied by her ward councillor, Catherine Kitts. Congratulations, Ms. Tuishi Miketa. Our next honoree is Marianne Wilkinson. Marianne Wilkinson is known as the Mother of Canada and is a trailblazer for her more than 50 years of service to her community. With 29 years of service on municipal councils in the Ottawa region as councillor in Reeve in March Township, she was the first woman ever elected in that area. She also served as mayor and councillor, City of Canada, councillor in the regional municipality of Ottawa-Carleton, and councillor for Canada North in the City of Ottawa. Fervente défenseur de l'autonomisation et du leadership des femmes, elle a siégé à des conseils locaux, provinciaux et nationaux et à des comités consultatifs dans ce domaine. At the age of 85, she continues to be a dedicated community leader, visionary, philanthropist, and tireless volunteer. Ms. Wilkinson, accompanied by her ward councillor, Kathy Curry. Congratulations, Ms. Wilkinson. Our final Order of Ottawa recipient is Janet Young. Janet Young is the Curator of Physical Anthropology at the Canadian Museum of History. Ses recherches portent sur les changements biomécaniques et pathologiques du squelette humain en relation avec les modes d'activité et les résultats de santé générale des populations passées et présentes. With a research focused on population movements and settlements, and as a specialist in the study of human skeletal remains, some of her current work deals with Barrack Hill Cemetery, Ottawa's first settler cemetery that existed in the early days of Bytown, examining and revealing fascinating information about the earliest European population of the Ottawa area. Ms. Young, accompanied by her ward councillor, Glenn Gower. Congratulations, Ms. Young. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the final award of the evening. Created in 2003 in recognition of Brian Kilrea's 1,000th career victory, the Brian Kilrea Award for Excellence in Coaching honors the contributions of an amateur coach who best exemplifies the qualities of leadership and commitment that have been the hallmarks of Brian Kilrea's career. Le récipiendaire 2023 du prix Brian Kilrea soulignant l'excellence d'un entraîneur est remis cette année à M. Ray Martel. Ray Martel's 30 years legacy in Ottawa's volunteer soccer community is that of an engaging, competent, and caring coach and leader who has consistently empowered athletes and built their confidence no matter their skill level. As a keeper coach, Ray was a pioneer in Ottawa, establishing the region's first club-based goalkeeping program and leading it for 16 years. Il est aussi à l'origine d'un programme de soccer intérieur, le Vortex, qui offre aux jeunes d'Orléans la possibilité de pratiquer des sports parascolaires en français. Committed to positive player development, he has supported many local athletes in achieving their full potential, including some who've excelled at the post-secondary level, played professionally, or represented their country. Monsieur Ray Martel, accompagné de sa conseillère municipale, Laura Dudas. Toutes mes félicitations, Monsieur Martel. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, this concludes the Order of Ottawa ceremony, including the presentation of the Brian Kilrea Award for Excellence in Coaching. This year's recipients have demonstrated inspiring excellence and service in our community, as the Mayor said earlier, and we encourage each of you to consider nominating a deserving candidate for the 2024 award. Les lauréats de cette année ont fait preuve d'une excellence et d'un service inspirant au sein de notre communauté. Monsieur le maire en a parlé durant son discours. Et nous vous encourageons, chacun d'entre vous, à envisager de proposer un candidat méritant pour le prix 2024. Nominations are open and information is available at ottawa.ca/Order of Ottawa. We thank the Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa, the Duke of Edinburgh's own members for the Sentries, Honour Guard, and Piper for this evening's investiture. We're also very grateful to the Ottawa Bylaw and Regulatory Services and Ottawa Fire, Paramedic, and Police Services who provided members for the Honour Guard and Colour Party. For those whose family and friends could not be present this evening, they will have an opportunity to see tonight's ceremony thanks to our friends at Rogers Television, as it will be rebroadcast on Rogers TV 22 on Friday, November 17th at 10 a.m. and Saturday, November 18 at 6:30 p.m. À tous ceux et celles dont la famille et les amis ne pouvaient être présents lors de cette soirée, ils auront la possibilité de voir la cérémonie grâce à nos amis du réseau Rogers Television, puisque la cérémonie sera rediffusée sur Rogers TV 22, alors ça c'est la chaîne anglaise de TV Rogers, le vendredi 17 novembre à 10h et le samedi 18 novembre à 18h30. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. On behalf of His Worship, Mark Sutcliffe, you're invited to join the honorees for a reception in Jean Piggott Place immediately following the departure of the official party. Voilà qui complète notre cérémonie de ce soir. Merci d'avoir été des nôtres et d'avoir rendu cette soirée tout à fait mémorable. Je vous invite à vous lever pour l'hymne national et la récession du parti officiel. For those who can, please stand for the national anthem and the official party recession. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, good evening. Bonne soirée.